Good morning, everyone. Buenos dias, bom dia, bonjour, and goedemorgen. Welcome all to the morning show, the Futurist Lens morning show. This is a live show. First and foremost, I want to remark that I appreciate you being here for this morning show. This is a show for the early risers and grinders. In today's show, we'll go through the topic of marketing for businesses. We're going to talk about business and we're going to see how that relates to the politics as we're seeing it right now. It's not a secret that there is an ongoing election preparations in the United States. Last week was the DNC, and according to a couple of news articles, Kamala seems to be leading the polls right now. Now, we all know that the polls aren't definitive. Some people will tell you that they've never done a poll in their life, never participated at least. And so you ask yourself, who are these people who are voting, who are being asked to vote in the polls? But nonetheless, I mean, there's a very interesting thing that we can extract simply by analyzing the electoral process, the preparations, all the campaigns going on, right? What you see, I believe, first and foremost, is that, and that's something that we can take into our day to days, of course. At the end of the day, people will vote for who they want to vote. And to a certain extent, you can ask yourself, what power do you have? Or at least, what's the point in voting if after the vote, you as a citizen stay passive for 4 years or 3.5 years and then become active and start yelling again and typing harsh words to other people on socials right before the next election, right? But what's the thing? What are things that we can extract from it from a business and a personal point of view? And guys, that's the purpose of this live show. As you know, this morning show is dedicated to the early grinders. It's dedicated to those who wake up early, who are go-getters. Maybe you have a business, maybe you don't. Uh, but we all know that when you wake up, you need some motivation. This is not only here. This is not simply motivation, but this is also a part of. This is a dialogue, right? So it's part of motivation, but the main purpose isn't to motivate you like David Goggins does, or all these others, motivators. The purpose of this particular morning show is to start your day with your mental exercise. Talk about topics that are interesting to people who want to wake up and go get whatever they need to get in life. And for that purpose, what we do here is the we analyze the what's going on in day to days and try to um, um, yeah, apply it in our lives, right, to improve it. So before we proceed, I would really appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is a brand new show. Some of you might know me from the Double Thought Show, which is a show that drops every Monday and Thursday at 7 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And you also can check me out on Double Thought Clips, where that's basically the clips channel of that same show. But let's proceed with the topic of today: marketing. What can we extract from the marketing that's been going on? At the end of the day, as I said at the beginning of the show, people will vote for whoever they want to vote, right? And in our day to days, that's how things go as well. You might have a business, you might be competing, or you might be working at a corporate job, and this is a common reaction. This is a common remark people make. People who work hard and focus only on the quality of their service, the quality of their product, or the quality of the job they do at work, right? And that's, why am I working so hard and that other person is getting all the opportunities. How can it be that I can deliver a better product or a better service, and this person over here is just flaunting and talking to people, giggling and getting all the opportunities, all the promotions, all the bonuses that maybe I think belongs to me. But at the end of the day, people will do business with who they like. Just like in politics, or at least with the election, people will vote for who they like. We like to think, and this is something I heard, I don't recall who said it to me, and maybe it was written by someone. So if that's the case, I can quote you it. I can give you the quote or the source. But someone told me once that people will vote. People are, apologies, people are emotional beings with thinking capabilities. But we, because of our egos, like to believe that it's the other way around. So we like to believe that we're rational beings, people who can use their reason, and we're thinkers that have emotions. But if that's the case, a lot of people wouldn't be getting into the types of relationships they get into, right? A lot of people won't be involved in certain businesses or jobs that they know isn't good for them or good for them for their health, reasonably speaking. We're emotional beings. What I mean by this is that we feel a certain way about a certain person or a certain topic, and then we try to reason. And of course, sometimes you can reason your way out of your emotion, and at the end of the day, that should be what we all need to achieve. That's the goal we all have to try to achieve, right? I believe we all have to try to achieve that level. We shouldn't be a slave to our emotions. We shouldn't be a slave to our thoughts either, because our thoughts aren't necessarily our thoughts either, right? What I mean by that is sometimes we think about certain things or we have certain opinions, but if you really dive deep, 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 and be honest with yourself and do some self analysis, you might find that those thoughts were placed there by a parent, a teacher, a mentor. And so we have to stay focused in everything we do. Marketing is a very powerful tool. We see it on the political stage. It's not important what you're selling as it relates to the product or service. And in the case of politics, the policy. It's not important at all. What's important is how you make people feel. Because it's effective. Now, those of us, and I'd like to believe those people who feel attached to this platform and attached to this brand, who are capable of seeing through all the messaging and all the campaigns, can formulate a thought for themselves, and hopefully will vote for whichever party based on a rational reason. Because at the end of the day, you can reason and vote for Trump, or you can reason and vote for Kamala. You can use your reason and reach both results, right? Either or. But the question is, when you are out there saying to other people, discussing with other people, saying, hey, I think you should vote this or I think you should vote that? Are you using your own thoughts and opinions and your own arguments as a basis? Because sometimes I see you guys out there ruining friendships, breaking up families simply because one people will vote a certain way and the other person will vote another way. Is that really the purpose of everything we're doing? So at the end of the day, once they're voted in, you need to see that same family member of yours at a cookout, at a family reunion. So this morning, I want you guys to really think about this message as you're getting ready to go to work, or maybe you're already there at work. What am I doing? This is a question you have to ask yourself, I believe. What am I doing today to market myself better? What am I doing today to put myself in a better position? Hopefully, you're already doing the work on the quality level, because we don't want the fake it till you make it people out here who broadcast a lot of things and say a lot of things and are always flashy and wearing designer clothes while inside they're empty and they can't deliver anything. Because just like you don't want your politicians like that, no one wants to do business with a person like that. No one wants to employ someone like that either. So hopefully you're already working on your quality, on delivering good quality products or services. But also ask yourself, am I doing the correct marketing for myself? Am I marketing my business correctly? Or am I too focused on my love for the product that I'm delivering or the service that I'm providing? Do I only care about what I do and say, hey, look at me, look at me, look at what I achieved? Or am I also working on my soft skills, talking to people, genuinely asking how someone is doing? Do I have people's birthdays in my calendar? Small things. At the end of the day, all these things matter. We're human beings first. Human beings first. We are all human beings first. And we are a certain nationality later. We have a certain skin color. That's next. That's not the first thing. The main thing is that we're all human beings. And sometimes we seem to forget about that. So, guys, getting back to it, do you guys believe Kamala is really leading the polls? Tell me. Let me know in the comment section below. I don't know to what extent polls are trustworthy, but in the mainstream media they seem to be marketing that a lot. So maybe it is. I don't know. You tell me, guys. And let me know as well what you believe we can learn from the way that the campaigns are being marketed. Do you believe that it's a good strategy to use fear, scarcity, doom scenarios? I mean, these are all legitimate marketing tools, right? But do you want your politicians to use that as well? And do you believe that you are a victim to it? And be honest. I want you guys to be honest. Do you believe that you fall victim to that way of thinking? Let me know. This has been the first episode of the morning show. This is gonna be a daily show. We're gonna start with shorter, like a shorter period of time as we're developing the format because we're building it as we fly. But at the end of the day, and to its core, this morning show is focused on providing morning motivation, information, and news to the early risers and grinders out there. No victim mentality here. And I'm not your guru. I'm just here to facilitate. So let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. Anything you want to discuss. But I'm more curious right now as relates to this video to hear from you what you believe we can learn as individuals from the electoral process, the campaigns going on. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Would really appreciate it. Hit a notification bell, and also check me out together with KR on the Double Thought Show. You can subscribe to the Double Thought Show and Double Thought Clips. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Stay grinding.